It's a pork car. It's a car with pork. Tucking it nice and easy. Nice and easy. Cold tires. Oh. You can go through, Marcus. We won't be pushing for another 3 laps. All right, let's go for a push lap. Holy moly. to that? I know. It's terrible. I can't hear me. Oh my god, I'm getting massive understeer in that corner now. Chief's been really quiet. Scarily quiet. Hey, it's very distracting. Maybe a stint. Beef, if you could actually talk to me, that would be great. No, I'm You didn't tell me where Jacob was, which was really annoying. Talk to me there. That was nice. Fucking GT3s, holy finally got around him, Marcus. My rear's getting hot. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Are you?
Hello.
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 Don't talk to me.
Dead to you?
No, I just crashed on the laptop. Fucking one!
You fool.
Push my buttons. Be in the wall.
I crashed on the same lap, so it's okay.
For some reason, I decided to change the way I took the corner on lap 21 of the stint. Yeah, it doesn't work.
Which corner out of interest?
Just
I was-
thought
I was struggling with the curbing over the chicane, particularly in the early stint, and then later in the stint, it started getting loose again. And
early, so I went deep.
oh, okay.
Pull it up.
Yep, I know that one.
Just dumb. Just fucking stupid. 21 laps in. Fucking idiot.
Oh, that's the thing you learn not to do next time.
That's why we practice. That's why we practice. Doesn't make it any nicer, but that's why we practice.
That's why we practice. You got
I'm
it.
just not in the mood to do another fucking hour stint. Alright, I have to walk this one off. Be back in a minute.
All right. Woosah. Woosah.
Can you like? I still can't hear. Where'd JB go?
Okay.
You're not even in the session.
Hey?
You're not even in the session.
Yeah, I am. I see your cars on the pit.
Jacob?
Are you looking hard?
Well, you're not even on the fucking register. Maybe you're down below the GTs. You're down below the GTs. That's where you are.
Well, I haven't got a time yet.
You're so far down. Oh, fucking. And I hit request new car before checking that fucking tyre wear.
Awesome.
Fuck! Oh, I need to get a bed. I'm done. I'm not real. Not
Yeah, I've had about 5 hours sleep last night.
Really? You're just at home the whole time. You should be fucking
No, it's working.
kill it.
It's Tuesday. I was training a younger dude. My fill-in.
Oh,
So it's quite good actually. I just get him to do all the muscle work.
apparently I was down to 65 on the front left. Thank you, Garage 61. Oh, where's the oh fuck, they're all the way over there. Yeah, where's Alan?
Alan's over there.
Where are you on track?
Coming up to the second last turn now.
Oh, you're gonna fucking black flag me. You fucking suck!
Careful of a GT3, that's parked right on the pit exit.
Where are you, boys? Way back there. Well, it worked. He's no longer at the pit exit.
nice work. Fucking guy in P1 in the LMP just took me out.
Just coming out of the pits.
Got the shits because I passed him, but I think strange stuff. Unless we just had a netcode moment, I don't know. Just fucking turn me around.
You'll review it.
I'm not going to say anything. But look, I'm sure my neck ping is fucking terrible. I'm sure it's just netcode.
What day are you booked in for your swap over?
I'm doing it this week.
Yeah, I know. It's the week leading up to the thing, so I'm asking what day are you due to swap over?
Fucking you did. He turned me around.
All right, I have to check now.
Yeah, have a look.
I'm in the car, but...
Okay.
Let me check.
I think he just got caught out by... He's trying to stick right behind me like a fuckwit on the internet. He thinks he's a fucking real-world racer. So he's not taking any... The fact that we're two different parts of the fucking world apart from each other. And then I've got to compromise my line into the second last turn because I'm shallow on it because he didn't make life easy for me. And then he does... Comes through the corner and just sends me around. And not even a word. She'll send him a PM.
Well, that'll always fix it.
Oh, wow.
Not the second last time.
Yep. Oh, he's gone anyway. Yeah, totally just pushed me through the fucking corner.
Maybe he was taken aback by how slow you were in that corner.
Well, he's in an LMP2, and he's taken the preferred line around the corner. I've had to go tight through turn 2, which means I've got to slow down a lot more. And the cars are much the same speed through the fucking corners anyway.
Don't worry, he just spun out.
He has. Jota Perez. He was P1. He's now P2. The LMPs.
He's probably
Fast
the only
Repair
LMP.
Motorsport. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Well, it's just disappointing.
Fit our fair share.
Those are
Right, where is everyone then?
out that never apologise, they just leave straight up.
Yeah, I know.
I'm at the exit. Where is everyone?
Coming out.
Last corner.
iRacing, just official stuff, just continues to disappoint me. Every experience I've had lately has been that kind of shit. It's just a lack of giving a fuck about other people. It's like everybody's an AI. to protest and get him banned from the race.
If you can prove it was intentional, you might get a warning.
I think it'd be a warning. It's quite clear that he just drove me off the track, though. He just pit maneuvered me.
At least do we say I got caught out by how slow you were?
Oh, he could have easily, but there was no apology, no hint of. He didn't back off. No, I think it's a guy who just got pissed off that I passed him.
Yeah, but you can't prove that.
No, I know I can't. I'm not suggesting I can prove that, obviously.
Yeah, but the only way you can get a ban is if it's like.
I'm not going to waste the effort. Don't worry.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry, buddy, I locked the inside tire. These dudes on their fucking outlap in the same car fight so hard.
Everybody fights hard.
He's flashing me now. Like, you know, it's like, you passed me, you fucker.
Where you get a load of me.
I know. Is he trying to distract me? I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
No one is he. What's he going to pile into me coming out of there?
No, I've just utterly destroyed him.
Oh, you did?
Fucking destroyed him.
It's like, what the fuck just happened?
I think he was on his outlet, but I don't know.
Doesn't look like it. Must be just slow as shit.
Kevin. I
Good
fuck, you should watch it on replay.
Did he send you a cheery message?
No, I sent him one.
That'll teach you for flashing my teammate? Something like that?
Yeah, that's
Nice.
not bad. You haven't seen the replay yet, have you?
No, I'm still driving. All I saw was him sailing past in my mirrors into the chicane on the bus stop. I mean,
Yeah, that would be because I ran into annihilated him. Like he broke so fucking early. Oh, yeah. I turn in and brake at the Marshall post after the 300, and he's broke before the 300.
Man, he's gone. He left.
Yeah,
That'll teach you, buddy.
like he broke super fucking early. What level?
yeah. That's what made me think he was on an outlap. But I guess maybe not. Just shit, mate. Yeah, it's the same thing into turn one when he flashed me. It's, why are you flashing me? It looked like he just outbraked himself and fucked up.
Fucking destroyed him.
It didn't even look like it was on purpose because he did break quite a.
No, but that's why it
Why?
looked like that's why it looked like it was on purpose. Because I'd have just run into him full tilt, like no brake. It's not like it just broke deep. I just ran into him full throttle.
There'll be the guys complaining on the forums that everyone
Yeah.
crashes into me. Or into the back of me.
I wonder what his I rating is.
Tell you, the biggest challenge in this race, I imagine, is going to be lapping the LMP2s. Yeah.
Everyone's in the fight. Bonk.
Steve just told me you got a slow car on the left. Go left.
Yeah, where else would you go? That's what I do and run straight into them.
Hmm. Oh, wow. Fucking GT3 in La La Land there.
Wow, so early. Fucking massively early. Maybe he was brake checking me. That's how early it was.
I probably thought you were me. Some got confused with the skin. I don't fuck do I know.
I didn't see you got a skin.
Yeah, I've joined in as Donut Life 3.
No, let me re-download paints. It won't let me re-download it. As it is. Now it's gone. Where are you?
I wonder if he got a netcode touch from me there.
Why, again? There they all are. They're all loaded. As they always are.
You can't see me in the correct skin?
Correct. Trading paints being trading paints.
Yes, so I can see everybody's skin properly.
Yeah, I can see everyone else's skin properly too, just not yours.
I guess because I arrived late, I guess, maybe something like that. Fuck, it's stinking hot. I'm going to go and change. Hang on.
I've got a re-download button in iOS.
Yeah,
paints.
it's not doing it. Okay.
On 3 re-downloading now again, so we'll see.
See. Back in a sec.
Copy. And no. What the fucking hell is Trading Paints doing? Oh, that's Jacob again. Going too fast on his outlap. There you go. It only took a restart. There we go.
Damn, I'm talking to myself. Warwick,
Typical.
you've been you set that 33 with the race fuel, obviously.
Yes.
God,
I'm not qualifying.
I feel super slow.
Why?
Best I could do was a 35.4.
Because I'm in front, that's why.
Mentioned me before.
I was the other day. The only thing's different, it's the setup. And a different day.
Okay. Different track conditions. Right, are you ready?
Yeah, I was
Mark?
coming at you too. You go, Marcus. It's alright. Okay, I got it.
Oh my god, spun car.
Go. We're good. Oh. You don't want to get a hint of a tank slapper there on the out lap. Fucking hell.
Fronts.
Just don't want to grip up at all, do they? Oh, fuck, it's so hard.
I mean, you did download the set the setup. You're not running default.
No, I've got the...
Season 3 one and not the Season 2 one.
Well, I got the most recent dated one, right?
Yeah. I picked the term, which would say Season 3.
I guess, mate. I just picked the one, whatever was the most current date.
Ah, mate, outlap, mixing it with the Porsche. If I could say his name, I'd apologise, but I'm not even going to try and say his name. I'd fuck it up completely.
What'd you hit him?
No. But I locked a brake.
I've just been a dick. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So,
Getting in his
passing
way.
him and getting, moving on, I passed him and locked the brake and moved away. At the slowest, tightest part of the track.
Alejandro.
Now, if I try and say it, it sound like I'm taking the piss.
Oh, yeah.
Oof. That wasn't netcode, that was a fucking wall. Oh, tried to carry too much.
Stop.
Hey.
iRacing update seems to be shit. It's like failed.
Yeah. Had the same thing. Took like 3 goes for me to update mine. Got there, but I think if we go to the track that threw an error, which I don't think I'm going to go to, but
I downloaded just the required and it kept failing, so now I've told it to just
Fuck, you're
go
I
quiet.
did get an error. I did get an error message.
I don't think anybody wants to race this. We're doing our very best to get a ban before the race.
a ban. What are you doing?
Yeah, intentional wrecks.
Is it just you? It's just you.
Mostly him.
JB.
Mostly.
JB's getting cranky at all the traffic.
Not the traffic.
Like usual.
Is
Yeah.
the traffic that's returning the favour.
It's the traffic. It's the traffic's fine. It's the
So you're going to say traffic's fault then?
It's those dudes who want to you know, like race you on their outlap in the same car, or the LMP2 guy who just defending at all costs and then eventually pit maneuvered me. And little things like that, which really inspire my enthusiasm for racing in iRacing. Oh, and Sean, I got a slight hiccup on Saturday. My daughter's got a concert, which is going to mean I won't get home until about half an hour into the race.
That's alright.
Well, you're going to start anyway, so.
God, I'm going to catch him in the braking.
I'm forced to be off the fucking ideal line to get past him. My turn to feel slow tonight, Sean.
Yeah.
No, I think the track temp's gone up.
Not as slow as me. I'm not even there.
Not yet. Oh, I hate this fucking corner. I just do not know how to.
Through all of them.
I know.
Which corner?
Oh,
Third last one, the one with no.
I'm ready to fucking bail already. This is irritating me. There's a shit car. Who fucking chose this?
I have a funny feeling it wouldn't matter what car it was.
Not in this particular one, no. I don't know. It understeers like a pig. Can't fucking brake.
Like it.
Oh, fucking aero.
That has no
Holy
error.
shit.
You can't steer.
No, under the wing, JB's wing, I just turned it in and it just fucking hooked around.
Just
How weird. Just take the off track.
didn't try and follow through.
No,
But I'm probably braking earlier than you, so it was probably a combination of aero and being off. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Does your upload finished yet, or are you still fighting it? Just
My
upload.
download.
Your download. Your iRacing
Still
update.
going. 15 minutes.
Ugh. Holy shit.
Are you waiting for us?
Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Right first, kind of.
Nothing to do with losing control. Holy shit balls. Are you fucking kidding? That was horse shit. Slide. Oh, it's a GT3 time model that's fixed, not this one. Fucking horse shit. Sean, I'm going to be fucking well and truly over this before you get here. When JB arrived, I had to get out and do a pace up and down the hall for a little bit. All right, Marcus.
Coming up to second last corner.
Ultimate corner.
At the pit entry.
It's going to wait for Timbo. Jesus Christ.
I've got the energy for this tonight. I got about 5 laps and I'm bored.
Bored. Got
Yeah.
a whole hour stint.
I know.
It's boring.
I don't know. I'm just finding it boring lately. Lapping, I enjoy it for about 5 laps and then it just becomes a chore. Just doing the same thing over and fucking over again.
It's like any game, really, doing the same thing over and over again.
I know. Just finding myself less enthused than I was. Maybe it's just consequence of getting older and slower. I don't know.
The older you get, the faster you were. It's a badonkadonk.
Are you still here, Sean, or have you...
Yeah.
He hasn't got here yet,
Wait,
really.
I'm waiting for my download.
Oh, sorry. Oh, for some reason I'd seen you on your name on track. Must be that Schwan guy.
Hmm.
Sean will be making a session. It's 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think it might be the next one. Oh, there's somebody inviting me to get defensive behind me.
Somebody's inviting.
The DRS was on.
Yeah, I think the track might be a couple of tenths slower.
Couldn't be you.
Couple of tenths.
Yeah. My new tyre run was 3 tenths, 4 tenths slower than earlier. Could just be that I sucked this time, but
Fuck you. Fuck the understeer in this car. That's the frustrating thing in this thing.
Which corner?
yeah, where the fuck are you getting understeer?
Oh, fucking hideous understeer. That's, mind you, it's lap 3. The... I don't know what corner number it is. I have to look.
I get chronic understeer for the first lap and a half.
No, it's just running me wide. I'm obviously doing something wrong. It's just started
Going too hot.
Well, it's with this setup. What I was doing with the other setup is I can't do in this setup, which I'm finding a little frustrating. I prefer the other setup.
Honestly, don't think I could tell the difference between the setups if you.
I can't tell the obvious difference, but I'm having problems in places I wasn't having problems in. So I'm putting it down to being the setup. I don't know. I think it's turn 10. Is it? No. No. Yeah. God. Yeah. I can't even.
Toe of the boot, heel of the boot.
Actually, let me look at the track map, Harvey. It's in the boot. Toe of the boot. Is it the
right hander that goes uphill?
The heel of the boot, yeah.
Oh, the one after that.
Well, for mine, they are the two worst corners in the track, period. And I find that in any car. Like, it doesn't matter what car, what setup, they're the two bogey corners.
No, I was getting through there fine. It's just tonight.
I definitely don't get understeer though.
I'm getting this.
Worry about the rear.
No, I'm getting this hideous understeer, and it's just driving me out over the curb onto the grass. But I wasn't. I'm doing the same thing I was doing yesterday, and I wasn't having a problem. That's why I put it down to the setup. And the next corner, the left-hander after the heel, that is a horrible corner.
Yeah, that's probably my least favorite. Those three corners combined are the three worst corners. For me, the last one is my worst one.
Yeah, I was definitely oracles all over me on the penultimate corner. I'm struggling there for some reason.
I had a look at some telemetry, Warwick. You remember how we were talking about that, the corner after the heel, and you noticed I was sort of going in quite tight?
Yeah. Oh, hang on, no. After the heel.
Yeah,
I just knew you caught me. I remember you caught me, and yeah, you said you'd diving straight to the apex.
Yeah, that was on the left-hander.
Yeah.
Yeah. Telemetry says I'm not doing a good job.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Because it's tightening up my exit. Compared to you had a much wider entry, and you were able to accelerate better out of the corner.
You better run out of it. Yeah, I think that's the better way to do it. Are you guys going? I'm trying to hold third through there. Are you guys going down to second?
I've started to use second recently.
I was using second, but the lap I was looking at of yours, Warwick, you were in third, and our lines were completely different, but you were definitely exiting much faster.
Yeah. I've changed recently.
I struggle with the rears there. I feel like they're always on the edge of sliding.
And I think that's just to force you to slow down and not go in too hot and...
It's off camber, isn't it, once you get to the apex?
I find, actually, all three of those corners, I want to go down to second, but if I go that final gear change too early, it really unsettles the rear. I've sort of delayed my final downshift a bit.
I'm using third through all three of those turns.
I'm using second through all three of those turns.
I've been using second, but I have not been completely convinced by it.
You know, it's not a one lap dash. It's a full stint. Take care of the tires.
Like,
slow it down.
Third gear feels to me like it bogs down, but at the same time in second gear I feel like I'm potentially sliding the rears too much because I've got too much torque. So I don't know if it's actually useful.
I'm doing the opposite by trying to slow myself down so I don't go into the corner too hot and then have understeer, like drag the fronts trying to slow it down and turn at the same time. Using the second gear, slow it down enough so I can just roll through the corner. Is the theory. The practicality of it? Well, JB let us down. You needed 6 more tenths, so we locked out the top 4. 2, 3, 4. But we ended up just locking down the top 4 out of 5.
I don't know. I think I arrived too late to have a chance of getting past Mathis anyway. You guys, I could see you guys were steadily in the 35s, occasional high 34s by the time I got there.
I'm sure if I was there, I would have been in the 34s.
Mate, I would have been 32s myself, but you know.
I understand.
Yeah, with all that.
Oh, Warwick got 34-2 at the end there. Okay, so I'm just,
3 for 2, fuck, that's quick.
I'm confused. I was only a few tenths off the boys the other session, and now I'm just about a second off. I know I missed the session last night. But, yeah.
Probably the fault set.
I wish I could say that was the case, but it's not. It's the VRS 5S3. That's season 3. Yeah, so it is the right set.
Oh my god. I just waited all that time and now it's like, failed prefetch verification bullshit.
Yeah, you're definitely carrying too much speed through there.
Me?
Yep.
Sorry, which one are you talking about? The one
The one when you raise
heel.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I'm not doing anything different I was doing the other day. It's just...
Well, I can tell you that I'm braking before the 200.
Yeah, I'm braking before the 200, just.
Hey, my download finished. We can start driving.
All right, session's over.
Yeah, at the apex on this corner, you are... Where's the speed? 132, 131, 130. What about moi? $13, 112. So you're trying to take 15 kilometers an hour more through that apex than I on the same lap. I don't know about where it is on the stint. So
That was early. That was early. It was only like lap, like a 2 of the stint or something, lap 3.
yeah,
Lap
and
3 of
so
the stint.
I'm pretty sure it's the same for mine as well. But literally on the same lap, I went through it, and then about 2 seconds later, 5 seconds later, you went through the same corner, and we must be on similar-ish tire age. Yeah, I'm 114 through here this lap, and accelerating up and out, and you come through. Where is that? That's let's look at Marcus. What's Marcus?
I think the slowest they go is 127.
Marcus is 121.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just trying to push too much, too early. I can see the left rear is also spinning. I'm leaving a tyre mark. On the outside.
Stop hopping.
Why would that be on the outside? Just sliding, I guess.
Is anyone sticking around for another session?
Yeah, like crash. So about 2 laps.
Yeah, and I'll join you for a little bit so you're not alone. Until I rage quit again.
Again.
We're in IMSA now.
Why?
Non-endurance or?
Oh, okay.
We got the official. Oh, we got the actual one.
Yeah, the actual one.
This weekend.
Where is it? There it is. Found it.
6
Don't
hours.
worry.
Get favorite it.
I did.
Idiot. Fuck. Oh, hang on. I'm not on mute. Hang on, let me
Yeah,
unmute.
you did that live, by the way.
Only 2 practice sessions.
There was more before, so potentially we're still waiting for one to pop.
Yeah.
Are we? 1 hour and 3, 1 hour and 39. Yeah, one should be popping. So I think we had 3 or 4 sessions before.
Surely.
Yeah, do we wait 2 minutes?
Well, an hour and 38 minutes, that's probably going to be enough for everybody, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just join that. 469.
Oh, man, I don't know.
You're up for a couple of hours. Good solid slog.
469, of course.
69.
What about 469.
Are we driving again?
The Porker, yeah.
It's only 1 letter difference. They can't be that different.
I know, it's the same thing, basically.
Wayne Hewitt. Waynos.
SI unit, shit tons.
Yeah, it's a scientific unit of measurement. Of course. Of course. For fuck's sake.
Be right back.
BRB,
Group
copy.
A group of angry old men are running the world.
And they
Angry
have
old white men.
been- Oh, not all of them.
Have been forever. No, there's a couple of non-whites in that mixture. Mostly white, though.
I saw that post on social media. I assume it's that one where it's everyone's World War III because they're just a bunch of old fuckers who don't give a fuck because they're all old. And they listed out all the leaders that were involved in and
Yeah.
all around this conflict, and they're all 70s, 80s, and stuff. It was just like,
Yep.
too old, cranky, too old.
The only thing that kind of we have in our favour is that Trump is not. He's a religious man in name only, so he doesn't have the concept of
No, he doesn't.
heaven,
It's just
which
a
means
tool for him to use
yeah. But that's a positive thing for us atheists because it means that he doesn't think to himself, "Oh well, if I die, at least I go to heaven."
to the Allah.
For him, he probably thinks it's it.
Sacrifice, get warded with
Yeah.
young.
The problem with religion, of course, is they all think, well, fuck it, if the world blows up, don't matter, we're going to go to heaven.
What a con job! Like whoever came up with that sold that idea to those idiots.
Oh, isn't it? I know, it's a great con job. But then we know how stupid most people are.
Yeah.
Which is disturbing.
Yes. Also, yes. God, I hope I'm in the right session. Any fucks here?
I am.
Yeah, we're all three of us are here. Sean's not
Sean.
here yet.
Oh,
We
shit.
sure really need him.
Oh yeah, he's here. I can see he just hasn't quite loaded in yet.
Oh, man.
Are we going to wait and do a little group?
Because
Well,
let's be real. I'm going to crash.
We're gonna
within the
crash
first
anyway,
3 or
yeah.
4 laps.
You're gonna crash?
Yes, we are going to crash.
You're planning on it,
Right.
or just my?
I'm loading.
I am not planning on it.
Holy
but
fuck, there's a lot of people.
We're going to crash a team, not as individuals. We are all in together. This is a team effort.
Could you imagine all of us just like coming in one after the other, intentionally crashing into one person, just
Well,
rapid fire,
actually,
bang, bang, bang,
it
bang.
wasn't too dissimilar to what we actually did to this guy. Where do you brake for
Well-
the stop? Not counting
At
that.
the little hut thing.
Yeah, okay.
on the left.
This dude broke. So before the hut, I think there's 300.
mark.
Yeah.
And then he broke before the 300. So somewhere between the
There's-
400 and 300 is where he actually
It
broke.
was even
That's too
earlier
early.
than that, man. I think it was more about 500 or something, wasn't it?
So, and he gave JB a real hard time to pass. So I'm like, I need to get really close to have a chance of making a pass here. So I was trying to stay as close as I could, and he broke at least 150, if not 200 meters early. And I fucking plowed into him.
Oh, cleaned him
Full
up.
speed. So JB passed him in a 1, and I destroyed him into the bus stop.
Yeah. I passed him, and he flashed me for passing him. I think maybe there was some net code contact. I don't know, but I didn't see. I saw a little bit of puff of smoke in my feed, so maybe there was.
I think he's expecting you to send it and get the pass done. Make it as difficult as possible, and then get upset when you couldn't pass.
My game failed to load.
I'm out again.
Oh, you really?
Fuck.
Yeah. Just started loading and then stopped and said just
Yeah.
generic
It said,
error
yeah,
message.
nah.
Sim failed to load.
After 21 seconds.
Don't know.
Well, what was the message?
I don't know. I closed it now.
Disgusting. What was it?
I'm
What you
waiting.
had? Yeah.
It's red and I get mad. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
red.
I mean, fair. Marcus downloaded Red. Was it Red? No, GTA, and then updated all his drivers, and then iRacing broke. And he had to roll back his drivers.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that was a mirror. That was a mirror image.
What was it?
Fucking hell.
Not a mirror image, but In synchronicity, I should say.
Like butterflies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you two want a fresh set of boots? You might have ruined those.
Yeah, it's not the boots that I need a fresh one of.
Oh, as a bit of everything? Okay, come into the pit. To the pit.
Fucking car.
All the above.
Like, I was just taking it so fucking easy.
I didn't want Dad to feel left out, so I looped it
Fair
too.
enough. That's only fair, mate.
Yeah.
Bonk. That was just fucking bullshit.
Failed to load again. Something's gone wrong. Gets to about 35%, and then it just dies. iRacing.
It's normally Marcus that does it, 'cause he likes to fuck around and download.
Well, they put out an update a few days before a fucking special event, and now shit's broken.
Yeah, but they do that all the time.
Simulator appeared unresponsive for more than 25 seconds.
What else have you done lately?
Nothing.
Picture the same one that Marcus.
Literally nothing.
Can you shut down the simulator?
Yeah, I'm just gonna restart my computer.
Yeah,
BRB.
That's not going to help. Okay, cool. GG. Good luck.
Yep. Let's go.
We'll talk about you while you're gone. Yeah, Marcus had that, and it's a very generic message. You speeding?
Yeah, fucking forgot my pit limiter. Fucking hell, really? How long have I been doing this? I'll catch you on the next lap if you want.
Well, we're waiting at pit lane, so fucking hurry up.
Oh, okay. Come on. Alright.
Well, I have
When
to
this
wait for GT.
GT's gone, yeah, go then. You're right, I'm the next car. So go
I can say I have a rear vision mirror.
I'm just saying, you know. What are you doing, dude? For fuck's sake, really?
You.
No, I know, and he's blocking the fucking road. Hey, I don't understand what he's doing.
Mate, you must have a fucking shit magnet, honestly.
I know. It's starting to give me the shits, I can tell you.
Body language, Marcus.
I'm dealing with more and more fuckwits every time I join this thing.
Braking, moving under brakes.
I think I'm just getting older and I'm cranky and I don't like people.
Yeah.
Leo Green, moving under braking.
Like my old favourite comedian used to say, people say I hate people. I don't hate people. I just hate groups of people.
I don't know. Hating people's still up there for me. Stupid people.
Well, that was his favourite.
Which is a majority of them.
Religious and
the older
stupid
you
people.
get, the less patience you have for fucking stupidity.
I think that's certainly absolutely true.
And
I can vouch for
you
that.
don't care as much about what they think of you, so you end up, your filter just starts to disappear.
You know, it's amazing. I find understeer really irritating.
Yes. I do like a pointy car.
Yeah, there's something really irritating about understeer. It just makes me want to drive the thing into the fucking wall.
You did do that, didn't you? I mean, you did do
I already
that.
have, yeah. I've done that a couple of times.
You can do that, just not in the race.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd do it in a race, but I'd hope not.
Try not to.
I'm in.
Hooray!
That wasn't a pain in the ass at all.
No, it was good.
At least you got in without having to do any checking of files and re-downloading and reinstalling and rolling back. Because the old reboot did not clear that error for Marcus.
I keep forgetting I don't need to start the engine in this car.
Yeah, I keep trying that.
Yeah, I keep trying as well.
You got a bad run, he's going to hold us all up. My God. Marcus, give me room. Give me room, I mean on the track, not lift. Could have got hose past it. Oh, well then that's enough then. I just can't see through. I know, I'm not on VR.
Not on VR?
What is VR? Oh, I can't turn my head. Fucking VR, shit, mate.
VR's the
Even if I
best.
could turn my head, there's a big fucking A pillar right there and I can't see through as well.
What the fuck? Oh my god. I was waiting off track for a fucking GT3 to go through and he drives all the way off track and fucking hits me.
You're right.
Fucking hell.
Was it intentional? I'd protest it.
I don't think so. I think he's just a complete fucking twat.
Oh yeah, I'd say that'd be more likely.
Only because the force feedback in these cars can absolutely break limbs. And that shit should be stamped out.
Yeah, no, it wasn't intentional. He wouldn't have had any idea who I was or anything, but...
No, but some people just see a parked car and want to hit it.
Oh, fuck it out. Oh my god.
No, Sean. I can know. Hey.
I was not in control.
Yeah, I thought as much.
Oh, Mr. Fucking Brakes.
Holy fucking shit.
Character go.
Gone as fast as my fresh tires will let me.
You're cold. Stone cold tires.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone cold Michelin Austin. Patrick. I feel like Sebring, there's going to be a lot less prototypes than historically event-y things have happened. Senko, I find this setup better for tyre, temple, and or wear, whatever the fuck it was that was causing problems.
Yeah, I think that probably is what I suspected as well, considering that other one wasn't particularly good for
I
long.
was worried that I wouldn't get through a stint.
Yeah, me too.
It was wobbling around with 10 to go.
Yep. Agreed. I had the same thing.
I haven't done more than 21 laps, so I'm still not certain. But based on the wear after that, I think I'm going to be okay. A setup for a previous build that's no longer any good.
Oh, come on.
33-0. Jesus Christ.
Must have been alright. Optimal track conditions.
Must be.
Oh, I'm gonna catch these boys. Guess where? Geez, he didn't want to give me any room. Oh, Twain.
That is unbelievable. That is a fucking protest. It's no point. Guy just fucking no brakes, rolls back across the track. Slowly. Yeah, night boys, I'm done with this shit. It's like, you're just surrounded by fuckwits. People just don't give a shit.
We've raised the bar too high, and what we'll do is we won't now give a shit, so you get used to.
But you know that it's not it. Crashing off turn one, and then just lazily letting it roll back across the track in front of oncoming traffic.
You could still be in shock, smashing into the wall and breaking a wrist.
Unbelievable.
Or it could just be. But there we go. You could 500 I rating.
No, you hit the wall, and then comes back across the track. I don't know if you got the brakes on. I can't even tell.
Sometimes, I mean, it sounds like it was a pretty lazy roll, but sometimes, even if I'm holding my brakes,
Yes,
I look at the
rolls.
replay and it looks like I haven't.
Yeah,
Like-
I also had that, and
It looks like his brakes are
like I am.
He's just come out of the pits. He's gassed it up, lost the rear.
Oh, imagine doing that.
I know, what an idiot.
Loser.
It's frustrating, but it's not like, I don't know, it doesn't bother me that much. It's just, annoying, and then I'll just forget about it, move on, sort of thing.
I know, but it's repetitive stuff that just wears thin after a while. You know, it's just happens way too often. Like,
Quality's definitely decreased because they've opened it up to Steam and allowed any old.
yeah. So you get a lot of dudes who just turn up and it's their first day, or first week, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but you can't avoid
They're
that.
gamers. They're not sim racers. Like it used to be your hardcore sim racers that did iRacing, and everyone else used all the other garbage games. And now it's much more common for everyone to be in it.
Yeah. It's like there are people who just never watched motor racing. Never watched this session.
It's
So
a
they
game. I tell you what, go and read the iRacing subreddit, because all those people that you are now talking about, that's where they go and chat about shit, and the level of entitlement and stupidity. They don't just drive like that, they post like that.
yeah.
And if you correct them, I had someone black and blue swear that he paid his money, so therefore he can use his game any way he wants. That does, regardless of everyone else. So if he just feels like running into people, he can, because he paid for the game, and he can do whatever he wants because he's paid for it. And then I sort of said, well,
He's American.
your right to enjoy your game any way you wish is fine, so long as it doesn't encroach on everyone else's ability to enjoy the game.
you see,
They're paid for. And I got downvoted, for fuck's sake.
that's classic American. I bet you everyone you downvoted was American, because they don't see that. They don't understand their own fucking Bill of Rights or their own Constitution.
You can easily measure the average intelligence of the American people by looking at who they vote for.
Oh, well, yes, and disturbingly, at least 50% of them are fucking idiots.
Yes.
Well, he voted anyway. I tell you, if voting was compulsory in that country, you'd never have someone like Trump.
What astounds me about the Democrats is that they clearly don't want to win. Despite
Clearly not.
what's happened, right? They refuse to let AOC. I don't know what the title is, but they put up an old dude who was basically on death's door to run against her, and then all voted for her, just so she wouldn't come in and spoil their fucking rich boy party. And it's like, well, this is what you get, right? You will lose to the big dumbass orange man. If you are serious, vote people like Bernie Sanders and AOC in, and you fucking might find that the American people vote for your party.
Makes you want them, yeah. I'm sure Bernie Sanders would have had a much better chance.
Oh, mate, that guy is just pin-up of how fucked the American system is.
Yeah.
His own party is holding him out because they know that he'll spoil their wicket. They're on such a good wicket, and people like him will ruin it for them. So they don't vote him in. Or endorse him, or whatever the process is, isn't it? They're fucking idiots. They deserve what they fucking get. Problem is they're going to drag us all down with them.
Yeah. If it was only just them getting it, I'll be on board. But unfortunately, people we don't elect on the other side of the planet have massive say in the quality of our lives.
They've got access to big fucking buttons. Or buttons, the big fucking pews.
And they got a country where out of, whatever it is now, over there, 500 million, one person can make those sort of decisions.
Just bypasses the law and makes it anyway. And the other thing that if the Democrats want to do, they want to make sure education is as close to free as possible. Because dumb motherfuckers vote for Trump.
Yep.
As long as mum knows where you are. So seriously, if they want in, they need smart people, because smart people will ultimately vote Democrats over Republicans.
Okay. Hey, I'm jumping into a different group because there's too many fuckwits in this one.
Normally it's me that does that. You're like, oh no, I want to practice with the dumb idiots.
No, but there's excessive dumb idiots on this session. Yeah. I can't get through a lap without someone crashing in front of me, crashing into me.
You must have the world's worst time.
Yeah.
I haven't had that at all.
I know, I've had
There's
it
another
constantly.
explanation.
It's me.
I shouldn't have said that because I just had one.
Well, I didn't crash then. I just had someone lose it coming out of the bus stop in a GT3. And, I just pulled over. It was just too irritating.
But sometimes that happens. Like I had somebody losing
Yeah.
through the carousel, and you back out and you go around them and you keep going.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Oh, yeah.
just part of it.
JB's been at work today, so it's been a long day and he's already tired. And your patience
No,
gets...
I have
It's
I
just,
have 5 hours sleep last night. I'm tired. I'm trying to, Sean. I'm just finding the incompetence frustrating. That's all.
It's like I'm not even looking at my lap times. Like I'm just successfully completing laps. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I'm desperately trying to finish the stint. I haven't come close yet. And I was more pissy.
Mind you, I'm the
at
slowest
me.
of all of us, so
This is what your line wants to be 06.
I'm definitely the one that's going to be
ignoring
ignoring lap times.
Okay, spook me off.
What was that, mate? Slowest lap times.
Yeah, me. By a while, over a second off Warwick.
Yeah, I think you've got about 2 or 3 laps to get your lap in before your tyres just take the peak out. You can get close, but like, through the boot and stuff, you just don't ever get that grip back that you needed. Oh, speak here. See, he spun out of the way. That was nice of him. That's good, mate. Park on the brake line. Brake line? Race line. Braking zone on the race line.
Yeah, what the fuck? He's still there. So he's obviously not even trying to get out of the car.
Probably the same guy that was parked across in the last session. That I happily read into because I was leaving the pits. He's parked in pit exit. In a narrow spit where you have to get out if you don't want to stop and go for unsafe pit exit. Giovanni. This is what I hate, catching these people at the wrong time. I'll come with you to your thingo just after I crash or finish the stint.
I've joined back with you guys.
Yeah, I know. I just saw you come out. I'm just saying.
It was a little disappointing. Oh, what a fucking idiot! I'm done. I am fucking done. Yeah, have a look at what that guy just did.
There's no way.
He decided I wasn't going to pass him. So I don't know. He weaves from one side of the road to the other, so I changed lanes. He comes back onto the side I'm on. I don't know what fucking black cat I've stepped into.
27.
Onto.
I think that we're supposed to hit. Yeah, did you? From the Crossy Demon Racing. Make sure it's the full one.
Oric's probably giving you a paint that says "punt me" on the back, and you just haven't noticed.
He was ahead of me.
On the front as well.
I don't even understand what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, backwards. Printed backwards.
But it was just fucking stay on your line. But he decides to do the whole, oh, you're going that way, so I'll go the other way. And then I change lanes, and he changed. You know, it's just.
You walk towards someone and you both change.
I guess when I was driving,
Just
it looked more like he.
now.
Yeah, it looked more like he was blocking me. Because he starts drifting to the right, so I go left. He then switches back really quickly to the left. And then so I fucking try and jump out to go to the right, and he moves to the right. I'm going to go and shoot things instead. And probably get really frustrated with Tarkov because fucking I'll get grenaded by some fucking...
AI will just kill you through a bush from 500 meters away.
The map.
A silent grenade will land at his feet.
No, I'm clearly not meant to be on the fucking track tonight. There are just too many fucking signs saying this is not for you. That was certainly the final score. Yeah, well, when I hit him, I think I hit you or hit...
Oh, so you're the menace.
Oh, well, I hit him in the rear, that's for sure.
Yeah, but did you hit him as hard as I hit?
Oh, yeah, not far
No,
off.
mate.
Not far off.
Collect 3 people.
Yeah.
You got collected too, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus was behind me. So it ruined Marcus's run. It just...
Go on, hang it in there.
I hope this isn't forewarning the race for us, Sean. I'm not feeling confident after tonight, I tell you. First time I've been on a bunch of full track.
No, say what you were going to say.
Yeah.
Nobody watches the stream, so I'm not going to get reported.
No, I wasn't going to say anything offensive.
Come on.
Just unfortunately, iRacing has become... it's not what it was, that's for sure. It's a great driving experience. It's a shit racing experience.
So close to breaking the record. I shouldn't say that, I'm going to crash.
Breaking a record.
Yeah, number of laps completed. I'm at 20. I'm one off equaling my best consecutive laps. Oh, fuck, I come close to the fence.
You should try set a new fastest lap on the same lap where you break your consecutive lap record. That'd be fun.
Mate, I'm trying every fucking lap to fucking the fastest lap. Tires say no.
What kind of lap times are you doing?
34? Wow, it's littered with traffic, so. For one.
Oh, one? Fuck, I haven't done one of those all stint.
That's a second off my optimal. I'm about 3/10 on the old track before I get to the boot. And then 7 to 8 tenths in the boot. So I'm matching optimal to this point, which is the apex of the carousel. And after one turn, I'm 4 tenths off. Five tenths. Oh no! Can you hear me, Ken? I'm going to drop. It said massive packet loss.
You guys disappeared
still
for a
here.
moment before.
That's probably JB connecting to the Tarkov server.
No, I'm not joining yours. Didn't even know it was up. I just thought I'd join my little one.
.34 flat.
Alright, I just did a clean lap, no traffic. 34.2.
There you go.
That's still 2 tenths off you.
Oh,
And your
dude.
tyres are 5 laps older than mine.
Oh, my God. I was going to go up around the outside, and then he pulled off the racing line and hit the brakes. Fuck.
And yet you survived and didn't crash into him.
JB sucked all the bad traffic luck for us.
I think so.
It's thinned out now too.
Yeah. Session must have popped. Definitely losing grip now. You feel the tyre wear. But it's not... The other set felt deadly when the wear kicked in. This one still feels like it's just an overall balanced wear. Whee! 5 laps to go.
Okay, now that there's no traffic, you're pulling away from me fast. Oh no, that's going to be end of my stint. Yep. Fuck. Damn it.
Oh, pinch the brake. I'm a couple of corners off an extra lap. 3 corners off an extra lap.
Are you going to get 31 or 30?
I'm probably going to get 20-something laps.
Tyre wear was at 75% after 17 laps, 18 laps. So that's alright.
Then used.
75% left.
75, sorry, I think you said 25. That's pretty good. That's manageable.
So I should finish with above 50%.
Yeah, I mean, you're a little over half a run there.
Yeah.
little deep. Oh, fuel level, fuel level, fuel alarm. Fuel level alarm. Fucking hell. I'm so easily distracted. Yeah, the boost up. Leave the incoming driver with no battery. Yeah, I'm going to get 27 laps. 30.
Wow, okay. I mean, I had race level traffic, so my AI race, so probably exaggerates my fuel usage a little, but
A big difference there.
that's a lot different, yeah.
What makes you go faster?
Clearly.
Push more. Use
Yeah.
more.
Use
Push
more
more?
fuel.
Use more throttle.
Genius.
I was going to say the same thing.
Looks I'm going to complete 27. And I've got 0.2 of a lap. I could 0.3 of a lap if I could get one more if I was a bit more careful. So essentially, I need to box this lap. It's the yellow flag.
On fresh tires, I couldn't even crack 33.
I did it! I did a stint! I did a stint! Hooray! Hooray! That'd have to be marked as parking. God damn.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck you.
I gotta go and look at all this shit JB went through, apparently.
Mm.
Oh, what's the pit service time here?
Okay, go.
39. 39.4.
Oh, I did it. I did a 33.
Yay!
Still the slowest.
Hooray! Yeah.
By a mile. I can't believe I'm nearly a second off your lap. That's crazy.
Yep, get good cut.
That's everything. I don't know how to drive this car faster. Even after looking at the telemetry where you're quicker, I just don't see how I could do what you do and go quicker than what I do. It just doesn't feel right.
I think you need to do it early. I do think the track slows down. So we just do a 33.
Yes. 33.9. I think it is, but I don't think it's 9/10 slower.
Oh, you're not even. That's who's
'Cause-
3? That's JB 33.7.
Yeah. Because you're doing 34 zeros on fucking nearly the end of your stint. I'm on fresh tyres and barely going quicker than that. Which is ridiculous.
Redonkulous. Is that supposed to be carbon fibre? It doesn't look like a very good carbon fibre weave. I can say that now because I've got a good carbon fibre weave. Thank you, Google. That's terrible. Oh, all right. Well, I'm looking at JB. I'm going to find JB. You still here, JB? Can I talk shit about you while you go on?
Yeah, I'm just shooting stuff at the streets.
Just shooting the shit.
Streets. Can you believe it? I remember a time.
I was like, fuck this, I can't.
I'm not playing the fucking streets.
Well, because my frames are like fucking 25 a second. It wasn't playable. Now I've got fucking anywhere up to 100 computer. Oh, yeah, I'm not recording that, don't you? Because yeah, it'll be back to square one. And
I'm not laughing.
It will.
I'm not laughing.
but you know what it is. You know, you do it, and then you go, oh yeah, it looks better.
No, I'm laughing at your accent.
Oh.
With the GT3 car?
Oh, with the GT3, I mean, for fuck's sake.
Where you lost it? You lost it on your own, mate. You didn't even touch him. Or he didn't touch you?
No,
you tagged him at the end.
I hit him. Fucking, yeah, I had nowhere to go. He kept moving on me all the fucking time.
Yeah, he was trying to get out of your way. He was
I know.
Yeah.
He's mirror watching.
My advice, JB, is be more clear with what you're doing. I feel like from his point of view, he doesn't know where you're going.
But he shouldn't have to,
He
right?
shouldn't have to. Yeah, he just
Yeah,
stay on the line.
Yeah,
Just
hold the line.
That's all you got to
why
do.
they get told to hold their line.
Yeah.
But he's but from like all you can do is change your behavior to try to prevent this, right?
No,
So all
you
can-
can't. You can't.
You can't. So as soon as you come onto the straight,
he's not when he's not in the wrong. He's not in the wrong.
The GT3 car isn't on the racing line as soon as you see him. So already you should be like, alarm bells, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Because he's not on the racing line. And then he looks twitchy as soon as you get close to him. He looks twitchy like he's...
So what should he do? Just slow down and not pass.
Just I would be hard left on the track and just driving dead straight and just being like, if you're going to get out of my way, get out of my way. Like, this guy is obviously looking at you. So like, I would have just put my car all the way on the left-hand side of the track and made it real clear that's where I want to be.
The hindsight.
Yeah, but like, this is just the approach I take, which I think help. Like, we expect them to put their car in a certain spot, but they have to look at us. They can't completely ignore us. And when they look at us, we should be indicating to them where we want to be. They have to. If they completely ignore us, you're going to get turned in on. Like, they have to know you're there. They have to be looking in their mirror, and they have to know, like, oh, you're coming up. We're gonna be side by side in this corner, so I should lift to let them through.
I prefer that they didn't. Like, in all seriousness, if that's what it takes, them not looking in the mirror and holding their line, I'd take that, because that means I know that, you know what, we're approaching this corner. I'm gonna get him right as he turns in. I know you've seen it. I'm talking about perfection and ideal situations. Not, oh my god, there's a guy behind me, I'm going to try and squeeze this because I can't afford to wait. That's still on me because I know I pushed the limit. Half and half. I'll still blame him though. Don't get me wrong. It's my fucking God-given right to blame him.
Reality is, Sean, I don't know what his I rating is, but I imagine he's not someone we're going to ever meet in a race.
It's not going to be good. He clearly doesn't.
We're going to get this happening in our race, and the guy could be 6,000
Yeah, but like you say,
you have to like read their body language.
Look. In a race, I would have been more cautious. I'm just lapping and already frustrated, and then just yet another fuckwit on the track in front of me, not knowing what he's doing. You know, and it was like at that point, I pretty much decided I was going to fucking drive into the back of him no matter what. Then,
but
trying to defend you, JB. As your attorney, be quiet.
Attorney, I will shut up.
If I was to watch this replay without any skins, not knowing who's who, I'd say both drivers don't know what they're doing.
No, totally disagree. You're
moving left and right. You're in the middle of the track. I know. Like, where do you want to be?
He's the slower car, Sean. You know the rules.
Reacting. That's right.
He has to stay on his line.
Right, you don't expect him to react multiple times, though.
You can't argue beyond that point.
There's a car in front of you that you're trying to get around. You can't just pretend like he's going to do something and then cry when something else happens. Like, you have to react to what is in front of you.
Yeah, but
that's what he did, though. That's exactly what he did.
Stop. We're talking about two different things.
No, we're not.
She was talking about how I could have avoided it. You and I are talking about what the guy did fucking wrong.
Yeah,
they're two different things.
So that's my point where I said, like, looking at the replay, I'd look at him and go, he's a fucking idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing.
What in a split second, approaching him, a guy knows how many k's an hour.
Looking from a replay, if someone was just like, what do you think? Do you think these guys know what they're doing? I'd say the GT3 car has no idea what he's doing, and the GTP car also doesn't know what he's doing.
No, you're
like
wrong.
That would be my point of view just from this one incident if I had no other context. Because you're both sort of all over the track, in the middle of the track. Like, neither of you have any idea what.
Let me pitch this to you, right?
And also, I would have 100% avoided this if I was in JB's. Like, with it, I don't need all the replay and stuff to be able to avoid this incident.
No, you're wrong.
I guarantee it.
You're wrong.
I guarantee it.
I don't like agreeing with JB because I think he's wrong most of the time. That's just my job. My job is.
I would normally give the benefit of the doubt, be like, oh, it'd be hard in the moment. I don't think this was a difficult one. I think it was poorly handled.
I don't think so.
And
I'm sorry, but the guy moved. You have to react to what that car does. You can't, to your point, you can't assume he's going to do the right thing. So what you have to do, as you're approaching at, 150 k's faster than he does, you have to wait and see what he does. So when he goes right, you go, oh fuck, okay, he's taking the right. So you go left, and then he's gone left. This guy's a fucking idiot. If I don't move, I'm going to fucking hit him. So you move again. There is no way you can sit there. It didn't matter what JB did in that situation, he'd have been wrong. If he'd stayed hard left and this dude fucking pulled back to the left again, he'd have hit him. And then you would have said, well, why didn't you move? He pulled left, you just move around him. This dude went left, went right, went left. It's just one of those things that he's mirror watching. Wouldn't matter what JB did, he would have done the wrong thing.
I think it all starts way further back. Like you're thinking about like how to make decisions probably 5-10 seconds after I'm thinking this is when you need to start making decisions.
Can I give you what I was thinking?
No, you're talking about me
you're talking about me as if I've got no say in.
You have no say. Go to your room.
I can actually tell you what I was thinking rather than you making up what you think I was thinking.
I know you were thinking you're like, I'm going to fucking hit this guy.
If you say
you already said that you're committed to hitting him.
No. The only committed to hitting him part was when I was like, I got nowhere to go now. This guy's just. My initial thought was, as I'm coming up, he's on an outlap. He's just weaving towards cars. No, I'm not. I'm already on my first. Well, I can't remember.
You're on an outlap. You literally on an outlap. I'm watching the replay.
Yeah, Sean, but what's that got to do with anything? I'm just saying.
You just said he was on a race lap.
Yeah.
You're saying, he's on an outlap and he's doing this sort of stuff. You're on an outlap. You're both. You don't even need to.
You're not listening to a word I'm saying. What you're doing is
he's not on an outlap, by the way.
You're making assumptions about what I'm doing.
You're on an outlap. No, he's not on an outlap.
Sean, I'm about to fucking leave if you don't shut up and let me talk.
You said something, I responded to it. You said he was on an outlap, and it's actually you that's on the outlap.
No, what I was trying to say to you, if you listen, is I thought he was on an outlap. I thought he was weaving, just warming his tyres up. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to go left, and he's going to see me, and he's going to stay to the right. But he didn't. He just didn't know what he was doing, I guess.
Okay, I agree. I agree exactly with that thought process, except you didn't go left. At no point, you're on the right-hand side of the middle of the track while he's watching you approach. So when you say,
say it again.
you think he was leaving, you think he was weaving, so I'm going to go left and he'll get out of my way. You didn't go left.
No, I'm watching.
That's not what you did. That's what I would have done.
I don't think I was staying to the right.
You started off on the right. He started off on the left, and you started on the right.
But
right?
you're both like
no, he's
semi-right and semi-left. Like, neither of you are on the edge of the track.
So when he's left, right, the GT is left, JB is on the right.
Yep.
Right? There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you do. He is in the right position. Moments later, BMW switches lanes. What should JB do? Should he stay there?
You say he switches lanes, but he moves like half a car width.
No, he doesn't. He does. If you watch a car shift from the left to the right, you have every right to assume that this dude is changing lanes, because by the time you wait and see if he does, you've hit him. The car in front has indicated with his body language that he's shifting from the left to the right. What would JB do, or anybody do, following that car? He would change lanes to the opposite side so as not to crash into him, because there's only now about 4 or 5 car lengths. 6. I'll have to look from the blimp. So everything's normal up to now, and then the guy, for some reason, decides to bail out of that right lane at the very moment JB has committed to the left lane. And JB then takes avoiding action. It's no longer just picking a lane. It's the dude shifted back into me. Let's see. JB is doing 294 kilometers an hour. Fucknuts is doing... He's actually doing 250 kilometers.
So I agree that once...
Oh, fuck, hit the wrong button. Shit.
Once JB goes to the left and the dude also goes back to the left, at that point, it's it's beyond... That's like right at the sort of critical point. It's like when the lights turn orange, you got to decide whether you're gonna go or stop. And it's too late. And JB correctly starts taking avoiding action. He's no longer it's not longer like a nice clean pass. This is obviously a fucking situation now.
Yes.
And at that point, it's easy with hindsight to say whatever. Beyond that point, it's hard to say. I would say that I'd lift because it's like, well, shit's out of my control and is unusual. And I would be lifting.
If we were racing,
this is easy to say after. So I don't really care beyond that point. My point is more like 10 seconds before that.
No way.
It's just about being way clearer and way more intentional.
No way. No
way. 100%. That's how you avoid. That's how you avoid these situations.
10 seconds for starters. 10 seconds is turn 1. So stop with your bullshit exaggeration. Go back.
5 seconds. 5 seconds. Basically, as soon as they get on the straight. As soon as you get on the straight.
Okay, the dude...
You can tell something's up because the dude's just in the middle of the track.
No, he's not.
That's a red flag. Dude's in the middle of the fucking track.
He
is!
At the
He's a car width from the edge.
No, let's follow this from the Marshall point. The dude's on the inside.
Yeah.
He's okay. He's on the apex. And he's moving towards the outside of the track. JB's already...
And then he stops.
JB's already picked the inside lane.
You say inside lane. He's pretty central. Like he's to the right of center, but only just.
Let's be honest. You don't drive down the right hand side of the track if you're passing a car that's on the left hand side of the track, do you?
I would. I give them as much room as possible.
Bullshit, you fucking liar. Show me one example where you drive down the right hand side white line, and I will tell you I'm wrong. Show me one example where you've done that. You give them the car width that they need on the outside because you have to still make the bus stop. You can't make that.
Yeah, you have to move. You have to move back. It depends how close. Like as you get closer, you got to fucking move over.
That's right. So the dude's gone from the apex of the previous corner out to the left. He's not fucking great, so he's left fucking half a car width, 3/4 of a car width to the white line. JB's driving down the middle of the road, the correct line as far as I'm concerned, and only changes when fucknuts decides to wander over from the left towards the middle. And at that point, I can only assume the BMW is watching his mirror going, oh shit, he's going left, I'll go the other direction.
Yeah, and then it gets to that point where it's like, well, then all bets are off because it's fucking a shit show at that point.
There is no way you can avoid that through forethought. No
I
fucking
100% you can. And,
No
okay,
way.
so we obviously disagree, so
Yeah,
I feel like we've both laid out our
But
everything.
I'm always right, and that's ultimately
Okay,
the deciding factor.
except that the thing that you and JB is saying is correct ended in a crash. So I feel like it's obviously not correct.
Yeah, and you know what the takeout is that guy does something different. There is no way you can pin something on JB to say you should have done X instead of Y. No fucking way can you pin anything on the trailing driver in this situation. Not a fucking chance in the world.
If you're going to go out on track with a whole bunch of other cars, you have to be able to navigate it yourself. I'm not saying JB did the wrong
Oh, I don't know. It sounds like you are.
JB didn't cause the crash, but JB could have avoided could have helped avoid the crash. At some point, the guy, if you're passing and the dude just turns into you, there's absolutely nothing you can do, right? That's a harsh example of where.
Pretty much what he did, though.
No,
Every time
because
JB
ends up losing it on his own and hits him. The dude didn't make it easy. The dude
crash. He's avoiding a crash. He's not fucking trying to pass at this point. Every time JB changed direction, the car in front changed direction.
You need to be more preemptive.
The dude's reacting to what he's doing. How can you preempt what he's doing? You're kidding me.
I'm trying to predict somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, so it's impossible.
You're trying to predict what the dude's looking in his mirror and reacting to you. So if you go left, he goes fucking right. He's literally reacting to you. So it doesn't matter what you do, he's going to try and do the opposite. But because his mind is a couple of seconds behind what he sees, it ultimately looks like he's getting in your way. It's exactly like when you walk straight up against someone, towards someone, that's the word I'm looking for, and you go, we're going to hit. So you both step left, and you go, oh, and then you both step right. And you go, and then you both step left. It's one of those things, you can't go, oh, yeah, but you should have stayed right or you should have stayed left. It's just reactive. There's no way you can fucking preemptively choose an action when the guy in front is reacting to your movements.
Can I add point here? The only thing that matters in this situation anyway, besides the fact that you're right, Sean, there probably was a way I could have just backed out of it completely and waited. No, I guess I could have.
Could have pulled over.
In this case,
you could have pulled over and followed him through the whole track. That's safe.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Sean, hang on. My point was ultimately this guy, he's broken the golden rule. Yes. Don't deviate from your fucking line.
Correct.
So once he does that, I'm stuck. I can't do. He's not following predicted norms of racing anymore. So you're in a fucking guessing game with him. And I could have backed off maybe, but who's to say that where I backed off wouldn't have been the wrong choice as well?
It would have been. You wouldn't have mattered what you did. This dude almost looks like he's trying to hit you.
That's what I felt at the time.
Every time you change direction, he does. Yeah,
it felt deliberate. It felt deliberate at the time. Totally. That's how I interpreted it. At first, it wasn't until I watched it later and I thought, okay, this guy just doesn't know what he's fucking doing.
At best, you could say, if you're being polite and nice, is that he was mirror watching, trying to get out of the way. But
I guarantee that's what he's doing. But he obviously
but looking at face value, he changes direction after JB does. Every time JB changes direction, he changes his direction. There's no way you can say to that driver, you should have done something different, when the car in front is clearly reacting to you, whether innocently or malintent. The jury finds JB innocent of all charges.
Hallelujah.
I don't think I've ever said that, ever.
If we're just if we were just determining if this was a race and we're like, who gets the penalty? Obviously the other dude.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously JB didn't cause the crash.
I absolutely.
Right? I'm talking about how do you survive? We have to survive on track with these people, and you got to figure out how to do it.
I get that, and I take your point that, and I try and do the same. I'll probably won't admit it very often, but even if I think the guy is completely at fault, I will always replay an incident to see if there's anything I could have done different. I see that point. I agree with that point. I just don't agree that there was anything JB could have done differently in this instance. If I was him, and even if I'm not, I'm looking at that going, there's nothing he could have done to avoid that. Nothing. If that was a race, you just could have had to take it on the chin and go, fuck that guy.
I mean, if it was a race, you'd probably you'd just get off the throttle earlier because you're trying to survive, right?
And then Giro,
JB stays on the throttle, but it's a practice session. There's nothing at stake. it's not. But like, if you're in that situation and shit's starting to look real fucking bad, you get off the throttle and you're just like, I need to not die here, right?
But then you've also got to weigh up if there's somebody behind you that's going to fucking drill you because.
Well, yeah, that would complicate the situation.
If
If that wasn't the case, if this was like the middle of the race, no one's around, you'd
the
survive.
whole endurance scene is about surviving, and the amount of times that I've gone in and practiced being really safe and waiting and doing like that, and then getting into a race and watching the dude in front and or behind me just carve up cars like they're not there, and I'm like, but then that cunt finishes on the podium or second or third. I'm like, well, it's not fucking fair, because if you do drive cautiously, which is the way you should do it, the fact is that you won't get a result.
Well, yeah, and if you watch real life, they give up
Oh my God.
way more time in traffic than anybody in sim racing does.
Sometimes I've seen some of the Nürburgring stuff.
Yeah, what's Kevin Estre?
Not counting 8 red flags through. But some of I'm watching a GT3 car pass 2 tow trucks and then try and carve his way through a bunch of GT4s and GT3s at the same time. It's like, dude, are you fucking serious? It's a 24-hour... I'm practically yelling at the TV. Dude, 24-hour race, what are you doing?
I feel like I've watched like, Le Mans series races and stuff where I've seen the LMP cars and I've sort of thought to myself like, oh, that dude backed out, where I'm pretty sure in sim racing everybody else would have absolutely sent it. Like, I've seen them be... And maybe it depends on the car. Maybe GT3s they don't want to lose their momentum because they don't have as much acceleration or something. I don't know, but or maybe it just depends on the driver.
That's what you got to play for as well, right? It's a practice session. Maybe you got nothing to lose, so you don't lift. But in a race, if you're fighting for position and the dude either just in front or just behind you is gaining or dropping you, and you're watching him sail off to the distance, all of a sudden those little half risks that you're not taking that they are, and they're gapping you. Like,
yeah, but that's where you've got to decide: are you going to take those risks and potentially not finish the race?
Say, I would lift, because you've got a microsecond to decide whether or not you hit a race or you hit a live. Hopefully,
you
both.
Guys, ideally, you guys watched the incident with Estre at Nürburgring. I'm assuming. Okay. I mean, there's a good point. Not the same as my example, but there's a guy leading the race who made a decision that ultimately lost him the race.
What was
because Kevin Estre, when he sideswiped the BMW or whatever it was, and they end up penalising him 100 seconds.
Yeah,
and he lost the lead as a consequence. They win, an easy win went to the other team. But he was coming down through that. This part of the track so well, but I can't remember the name of the fucking bit. But it's one of those 3 apex kind of corners where you're high speed, you're committed. And it looked like the car ahead was giving him an opening, so he took it. And then the guy closed the door, and Kevin got, he got the blame for it because he's the passing car.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean,
I love these podcasts that we do.
in terms of being predictive, or like I was saying, you should be thinking about it way further back. I guarantee that you are worried because you're surviving the traffic. I feel like you have to do that if you're going to survive the traffic. You have to just be like,
oh man, you didn't see me at the start. And some of what we're doing this week is, and I'm waiting for someone to say, "What are you doing, you dickhead?" Because I don't know where it's safe to pass. Guess how you find out?
Oh, yeah, and you're learning.
You throw it down the inside. I threw it down the inside of a GT car on the second last corner, and we collected it. I'm like, okay, don't do that.
But I've gone down the inside there,
and that's right.
It's been fine.
And then later on, I have also done it, but I wasn't up far enough. There's always this point where you're catching them because of the speed difference. But there's a point where they've got to stop looking in the mirror and start looking at the apex. And I'm like, I should just be like, I'm still training my brain around that closing speed differential. So this whole part now is learning and doing dumb shit to go.
But I also think I really genuinely think that indicating your intention by putting your car in a certain place on the track
Yeah.
is super important and makes a huge difference.
Yeah, if they see it.
Because like there are times where I'm like, I think I'm gonna be there, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be there. If I just put my car on the inside and I'm just like, I'm going up the inside. I don't even care. Like if I put my car on the inside and don't budge and I'm not hesitating, it's like, you know that they know that I'm coming up the inside. Like
Yeah.
whereas if you sit behind them and then at the last second you go, yeah, I've caught them, and you duck out, they've probably gone, okay, this guy's going to sit behind me for this corner, and they don't see the bit you duck out at the last second, and then you have an accident. Like,
but for every time that someone does see what you're doing and reacts, there's an example where they don't. Because I've tried to do that coming out of like going into the boot. I'm like, because of the way that the track goes from the outside back to the inside, like from the left to the right to the left. And I'm like, well, I'll just stick my nose around the outside to let him know that it happened probably on the first session. Come out of the second last corner and into the last corner, and he dived down to the apex. And I'm sorry, Sam, I didn't even see that. I'm so interested in that. Sorry. And I'm like, well, I won't turn down and follow him through it. I'll stay high and wide and use my extra aero downforce to go around the outside, and I did, and I was sort of halfway up around the outside, but he just kept coming out and squeezed me into the wall. And then other times I'm like, well, I'll make my move known, and I'll sit half a car width on the outside of him so he can see me in the mirror on the outside to let him know that that's where I'm going to go after this corner, because they come hit the apex and they go out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, and then the line will go back out to the left, so I'll stay half a car width outside of him, so he does take the race line and go back to the left, and I'll stay down the inside, and then he stays around the outside to let me have the race line. Like there's just times that no matter what I do to try and telegraph my move, like hold the apex longer to stay on the inside, he ducks back into the inside to give me the race line. Like it's like, dude,
you have to. Yeah, and this is where the grey area and like eventually incidents are going to happen regardless of how perfect everybody is. Like you sort of have to telegraph your move, and just there's a point of no return, and up until that point you've still got to be like, what are they going to do? And then at some point you got to commit, and if then they change their mind after you commit, you can't do anything about it. But yeah, you sort of you telegraph, but you still watch to see what whether they're reacting to your telegraph or not, and you sort of get a vibe, and then sometimes it goes wrong.
It does.
I don't know. I feel like I've had fairly good success with just being very obvious. Like I don't try and get like 1/100th of a second by drafting them before I pull out at the last second. I just go to the inside. I don't need that draft. It doesn't make a difference. Whereas I see other people really do that right up to their ass, then pull out. And it just makes it way less predictable.
I'm certainly trying. There's certain corners where I have to hug the inside because I've got the extra grip and they can't. So it depends on how close you are.
Yeah, and there's the two sets of corners: the last and second last corner, and then the two corners before that, where, like you said, you go from the left of the track to the right of the track, or vice versa. They're obviously the fucking hardest because you just have no idea. Like, is the GT3 gonna exit the corner and then stay to the left to give you the racing line, or are they gonna take the racing line so that you can take the inside? Do they even fucking know what they're gonna do?
No,
like that's the most confusing spot, and I feel like that's where you've got to be the most cautious. But in ones where it's just like they exit the previous corner, they're staying on one side of the track all the way down, you just go to the inside. Just make it real clear that you're going up the inside.
There's always someone that doesn't like it. Sam, well, JB, Sam's bought his tickets for Ipswich.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Good lad, I'll see you there. Maybe. We might be doing a Gold Coast
hamburger and
instead.
chips. Oh,
What's happening at Ipswich?
V8s. My daughter, for my birthday, my daughter is wants to take me down to see the V8s.
Oh, yeah.
Good lad. Good Lass. Good lass. Gold Coast. Might find
Coast.
Sam's there as well.
Ipswich.
No. Maybe City might be going to Gold Coast instead.
Might go. Depends. Charlie's going down to Melbourne this weekend with some girlfriends to watch symphony orchestra play theme music to some video games that they're into.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, flying down just for the weekend.
Well,
cool.
I tell you what, the news of AC/DC coming back to Australia to play, and then they chose a date where we'll be in Europe for it.
I saw a satirical Vegeta advocate thing that was like, oh fuck, I've forgotten the thing now. The physical therapists in Australia rejoiced as the announcement of Metallica and AC/DC returning, and people would be going to those concerts. And well, it mentioned Metallica, but I don't know if that was just trying to sort of big it up, and I don't know if that's true.
Akadaka certainly, I've heard that one. So, I don't know. It's too fucking old. It's silly, isn't it?
Yeah, November this year, Metallica. According to AI. But that's a fairly simple one for AI to handle.
I'm going to check that.
Yeah, November...
Oh, is that the one I couldn't get tickets for? That's the one I couldn't get tickets for.
Probably.
Okay. Sam, are you into the bikes? I'm not sure that the Aussie Super bikes are pickup would be cool. Super
But
cheap.
your mention of Ipswich reminded me, my sister's boyfriend just bought a go-kart. He's going to start go-karting, so I'm going to go check that out.
We're going to go to the go-kart track as well. Take the girls there. That's the thing they're both looking forward to. Oh, let's get go-karting, awesome.
They might get
There's a go-kart track in Bundaberg, isn't there?
Not anymore. No, there was.
the Boving.
Yeah. I went to that one.
Yeah,
Years ago.
many years ago. Yeah,
2000.
but I think it was one of those local dudes with limited health and safety protocols.
Oh, that makes it better.
Yes,
I know.
You're from the country. You're from the country.
Yeah.
Like all the Australian go-karting places, like it's fun, but it's so like dumbed down, I think. I remember when I went to the US, I looked up a go-karting track. It was at Sonoma Raceway, and they were like, yeah, we do hire karts. So I went over there, but it was just like a racetrack. There was some dudes practicing on their own karts and stuff. And I was like, I was just like, there's no like business here. Like it's just a fucking pit lane. And I like asked the guy, and he's like, oh yeah, and they had a form, so they'd obviously done it before, but it was like they'd just gotten someone to do up a simple form for like the sign your rights away.
We're not responsible for your death or injury. Sign here.
And then they were like, and they just had some like carts that obviously belong to whoever owns the track or whatever in the pit lane, and they just chucked me in one, and it was like a proper race cart with proper race tires, and it was unreal. And it's just so different to like the Australian like cart hire go-kart style.
Yes. Yeah.
I did three 15-minute sessions, and in the third session my neck gave out.
Hey, my arms don't give out.
It was so fast in the corners. I literally did. You know how you see the F1 drivers when they're like head on the thing? I was doing that. There's no headrest, so my head was just fucking hanging to corners in the third session. I didn't have it. Muscles were tired. But the one he bought, there's a series called 4SS Karting, which is it's like a series that's intended to be affordable for running like amateur racing. So it uses 4-stroke engines and a specific set. Like there's a few chassis that are allowed.
Is this what your mate's done, or what you've got?
Yeah, so this is what he's intending to do, but he's just bought a second-hand car.
I've heard of there's an endurance race.
Yeah, so I think this 4SS Karts seems like an Australia-wide organisation.
Sam's talking to you.
Well,
I can't get away with Sean talking. That's all.
Yeah.
Tell Sam I'm shooting baddies. I'll have a look.
It's like he doesn't know he's got a phone he can look at.
Yeah, but I'm shooting. You know what Tarkov's
He's
like.
shooting baddies.
Baddies everywhere.
Yes. He sort of wants me to join in with him. He's like, if I want to get one, but my
Fuck that
main
bike of
issue
yours.
is I
don't
have
wanna
no.
get
Fuck what off?
that. Your bike. Get
Oh.
your bikes are gay. Get a goddamn.
My main issue, I have no way of transporting it. He has a ute, so he can chuck his in his ute, but I don't have.
Yeah, sell your electronic
A way of
piece of
transporting.
junk and buy a ute. get a Commodore ute, mate.
But yeah, he's got to get like a suit and stuff. But when he goes out to the track, I'll probably go out with him and check it out.
Check it out. Yeah, man. Fucking I would.
And yeah, there is. I think maybe I have mentioned this to you before because I did mention there's like a series, and they do some endurance races. I think as part of the series, which are like multi-driver stuff. So I might join him in an endurance race if he wants to.
Well, if you do that, I'm buying mine one. Fucking no way on that. No way out.
Yeah, but unless you come up here, we're not racing each other.
Oh, yeah, I could do that. Maybe. Come down, I'll come up. Yeah. I was hoping that when the boys had jobs, we could all get a go-kart. Still waiting. Still waiting for that. So. Oof. The trucks, Kingston Park, I don't know, I'm surprised anybody in Brisbane does that. We got good ones out here. Eastern Creek's got some good karts. So does Picton.
Kingston Park is the best go-karting in Brisbane. There's one up near Australia Zoo called Big Kart Track.
Yep.
If you're ever there, don't go.
It's shit, isn't it? Yeah, I know. I'd had that one too.
It's the worst one I've ever been to. The track is way too big, so you just spend the entire time flat out, not even having to like try. You just mindlessly driving around. And the straight is enormous, so you spend 30 seconds driving at low speed down this straight. It's crap.
So what they should do is
Whereas
put
Ips-
cars on it.
I haven't been Ipswich go-kart track in 20 odd years, Sean, but if you're still talking about it, it must still be good.
It's Ipswich. Kingston Park's the one that I think is the best, but that's sort of the best of not a lot of competition. But at least it's fun. Ipswich I haven't been to, but the kart track still exists. I don't know if you can hire karts there though.
Oh, you know what? I mean, I'm just making assumptions. Maybe, maybe it's not even there anymore.
Well, the kart track's definitely there. They do like club racing and stuff.
Right, but whether it's a hire cart anymore,
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh, is this a fixed set? Is this a fixed set, Sam?
Man, own your own kart. So on the Ipswich track website, which does not look like they have any higher stuff, they have prices for just like booking for practice, like with your own private kart.
Okay, yep.
$30 for a whole day.
Oh, really? Probably cheaper just to rent a car from somewhere and use that.
Just rock up and just start walking around the paddock asking anyone if you can pay to borrow their cart for 30
Can I use your
minutes.
car? Yeah. I'll give you $50, honest. It's not my night. Died twice in Tarkov.
That sounds like a pretty successful Tarkov night.
I have a lot more luck when I'm playing with Warwick than when I'm on my own.
That's because I carry him.
Well, basically, he Rambos out the front and takes everything out or kills them, gets killed. And
What is game over near Wet and Wild?
No idea.
Wet and Wild's a theme park area, isn't it? Gold Coast.
Near Wet and Wild.
Well, what's near?
Are you listening to me?
What?
Try
said near.
game over near Wet
Near.
and Wild.
Yeah.
I was hoping you Queenslanders would know what that is.
I'd never heard
Wet
of
and
it.
Wild. Wet and Wild I can tell you about, but not the other one.
That's great. But we're not talking about Wet
Game
and Wild.
over. Oh, it's indoor go-karts.
Well, technically we are talking. She said near.
I went to a place in the US that looked a lot like that. It's electric carts. It looked exactly like this, actually.
It's a franchise, maybe?
Maybe.
I was going to download a set. Do I really care? Got any laps here, Sam? Should be practicing for my Watkins 6 hour.
I'd be. Oh, there's another one. There's go-kart. I think there's one on the Gold Coast, but there's also one in Brisbane called Slideways, which is also indoor karting, but it's indoor karts that are not electric. They're petrol. I don't know if these ones are electric. They might not be.
Has to be petrol, mate. Has to be petrol.
And it's like a slick as the name suggests, the track is like a slick concrete, and you drift every corner.
Yes, that could be fun because it'd be really tight and compact. So
Yes, very tight. So Slideways is fun. It's not super competitive because you can't really race, but you just get to thrash a go-kart around sideways for a bit.
Well, well, now you've told me all that, I'm thinking,
One near the city.
Yes, there's one near Brisbane City. I think there's a couple others. I think that's a franchise.
there'd be a few
Or at least
around the
a
way.
chain.
Okay. All right, boys, I'm going to head off anyway. The
Me too.
need for
Get the trucks at Lime Rock for a bit of drifting.
too easy. All right. Oh, I'll catch you. I guess tomorrow
Yes.
for more punishment. See if I'm in a better headspace.
Make sure you get a good night's sleep.
Well, it would
Do you
really
have work
help.
tomorrow?
Yep.
Oh, call
But
in
it-
sick.
Yeah.
Easy.
No, tomorrow I can't. They'd kill me if I did. Tomorrow's a major day. We're fucking moving. Well, we're moving 20 of the base hospital up here has been brewing at the seams for ages. So the only solution is to pay the 2 local private hospitals for beds so they can pump public patients out there, right? Some ridiculous amount. And the contract came up for it, and the major private hospital in town wanted $2,500 per day per patient.
Yeah, 'cause they know they're desperate.
Yeah.
The government will pay it.
And they are selective about which patients they take. So they don't want any acute patients. They've got to be just basically patients. You just go into your 4-hourly
Babysitting.
hob,
It's glorified
Feed-
babysitting.
feed them, exactly, and change their nappy if you need to. Ideally
Private
not.
hospitals don't have facilities to deal with major trauma or anything except for babysitting.
Yeah. But people buy into the whole idea that they're full of people who are really good. They're not. They're just full of people who make fucking money out of you. With a few good ones. I'm sure the surgeons are okay, but a mate of mine is a director of the local drug and alcohol place.
Oh, township stores.
And he's very scathing about private doctors. Refers to them as entrepreneurs with medical degrees.
Then they're
Listen.
surgeons.
This is a guy who's been a director of emergency departments in Sydney and all sorts of stuff. So there's a real mixed bag. You got surgeons who have no ego and are good, and I guess they got no ego because they know they're fucking good. I don't know what it is. And then you got a load of surgeons, the classic doctor, the patronising prick. Yes. Anyway,
Alright, well, I'm gonna go too.
trigger myself with another grumpy thing to talk about. All right. See you tomorrow, mate.
Alright, see yous.
See you guys.
Cheers. Cheers, boy. Boy.
Woot. I'm having trouble shifting for some reason. Just though. Fucking shifting! Why can't I shift in this car anymore? What is wrong? Will they tighten up the fucking gearbox in this thing, make it harder to shift?
fault, Sam.
Misty much?
Well done. Get going.